Extra, extra, we're back with another entry. Today's topic is going to be about how Reverend Al Sharpton tore President Trump and his white supremacist ideologies a new one. We need to get into this subject before the Juneteenth celebration and holiday passes away and the speech with it. It reads as follows. Reverend Al Sharpton challenges Trump to address systemic racism at Tulsa rally. The civil rights leader warns the president on Juneteenth, one day before Trump's controversial rally. Krillin, Gohan, get out of here, you guys. I can handle this president by myself. He didn't know that I achieved Super Saiyan form. 1 week after he delivered a powerful eulogy during George Floyd's funeral, Reverend Al Sharpton is furthering his message of action and is demanding Donald Trump to no longer dodge the issue of systemic racial inequality in America. The civil rights leader and founder and president of the National Action Network gave the keynote speech on Juneteenth, June 19th, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, for a commemoration of the anniversary of the emancipation of enslaved black people in the United States. Sharpton was joined by the family of Terrence Crutcher, an unarmed black man who was fatally shot in 2016 by police officer Betty Jo Shelby as he was standing next to his vehicle. A jury later acquitted Shelby, who now works as a deputy sheriff in a neighboring Rogers County, which is in direct opposition to Trump's new police reform executive order. Sharpton demanded that President Trump, who is holding a rally in Tulsa the next day on Saturday, June 20th, trade in his usual divisive talking points for words of unity and awakening. Quote, "When was America great for everybody? You can't be great when you can shoot people down like you did Terrence Crutcher," end quote, says Sharpton, who continued on by reminding the crowd of the recent deaths of Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Rashad Brooks. Quote, "I read this morning the president was talking about warning lowlives. What, is lowlives that who shoot unarmed people, Mr. President? It's lowlives who have prosecutors who don't prosecute the law but look out for their friends. You couldn't be talking about us because we fought for the country when it wouldn't fight for us. You couldn't be talking about us because we went to foreign shores where those we fought could come and check in the hotels that we couldn't and eat in restaurants that we couldn't, and we still stood for America. You don't know what greatness is. Just look over here in Greenwood tonight. This is what is great about America," end quote. Preach, Reverend. Holy moly, did y'all hear what that boy Al Sharpton said? He was talking about how Alexander Acosta gave a pedophile Jeffrey Epstein a slap on the wrist under the guise of prosecuting him. There was the line about the prosecutor not prosecuting the law but looking out for their friends, because after that, knowing that he ran in a tight circle with this dirtbag Alexander Acosta, Donald Trump would later promote Alexander Acosta to a position recently. You guys have to tune in. You guys have to be up to speed. A collective group of community-based organizations united together to host Tulsa's annual Juneteenth celebration in the heart of the historic Greenwood district, home of America's Black Wall Street, on Friday, June 19th from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. As Tulsa approaches the 100-year anniversary of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre, this year's Juneteenth celebration, now more than ever, represents a spirit of resilience and perseverance as the community presses forward in solidarity during these challenging times. The article continues, quote, "President said he was coming on June 19th, didn't know about June 19th. But if you didn't know about Juneteenth, it was because you were so insensitive and isolated. And if you did know, you were lying," end quote, said Sharpton of Trump. Quote, "Either way, you're not qualified as somebody truly proficient to address this country as the head of state," end quote. The civil rights leader went on to say in closing, making reference to the biblical story of David and Goliath and comparing the ideology to protesters fighting the establishment of systemic racism, quote, "Our vote is going to speak for us," end quote. Sheesh. Boy, they had to peel Al Sharpton off the president and Alexander Acosta. Man. I implore you to go check out the complete speech Go check it out if you haven't saw it already. But anyway, Al Sharpton didn't even stop right there. He said he see why Negroes don't get no justice in North America because there's statues of traitorous Confederate generals in front of the courthouse. Somebody tell Donald Trump the floor is all his. He better come correct, though. Anyways, this is the part of the entry where we part ways. But leave me a comment because I value you guys' opinion. What did you think about Reverend Al Sharpton's speech? Did he tear Donald Trump a new one, or was he just talking some hogwash? Was America ever really truly great, or was it only great when black, white, and brown marched together against systemic racism? Let me know in the comment section. Talk to me. I talk back. If you like today's entry, hit the like button. If you want others to see how Reverend Al Sharpton tore Donald Trump's racist ideology a new one, hit the share button. I don't mind. If you haven't already, subscribe. It's a call to action. Until next time, peace.